All right, time to complete the last step, getting your Ethernet cable and to USB cable hooked up so that you have interactivity. The VGA cable gives us an image on the projector, and this allows the projector to know where you are touching. You're going to plug one end of the Ethernet cable that looks like this into the wall port right here, and you're going to plug the other end into that USB dongle that we talked about earlier. And the USB end is going to plug right into the front of your computer tower. Here's the diagram so you can check your setup if you are unsure. This is an optional setup for those of you wishing to project from a Chromebook. The HDMI port can be found on the wall, and then you go ahead and plug the other end into the HDMI port on the computer. No conversion necessary, just an easy and quick setup. You'll need to toggle using the source search button on your projector remote in order to switch between projecting from your computer and projecting from the Chromebook. There's no need to undo any cables to your computer in order to project from the Chromebook. Just use that source search button. It's right across from the power button and should be easy to find. All right. Now that you've got all your cables up, you are going to want to know how to switch between using your document camera and your projector. You do this by using the two buttons found on your document camera, either the computer or the document camera, depending on which you'd like to view. Since we have a couple of different document cameras in the district, I've provided two pictures so that you are clear on which buttons to use. Since the document camera is in between our computer and the projector, see, we have the computer, a VGA cable sending a signal to the document camera, and a signal going out of the document camera into the wall port. We need to make sure the document camera is turned on in order to project from our computer. Key step to remember. All right, this is an optional setup for those of you with the brand new Elmo TT12i document cameras. There are only 30 in the district, but we will need some of this setup. And so I encourage you, if you use this setup, to look at the PowerPoint that's attached so that you can really take in this screen and what that setup looks like for you. Feel free to get in touch with your building technology coach, the TechTOSA, or the Information Services Department if you need any extra assistance. All right. Now you are ready to start using your projector, and you'll need to install the Easy Interactive Tools, which can be done at this link here. You can then click on Drivers and Downloads, and then the specific download that you're looking for is Easy Interactive Tools version and the latest number. There will only be one choice there. The numbers just rotate. Okay, it's a good idea to open this program every time you start your computer or you plan to project. That way you have it up and running, and you won't get to projecting and wanting to interact and wondering why it is not working. Additionally, you want to make sure that you are in PC interactive mode. You want to interact with your computer. So make sure in the lower right-hand corner that you see this icon, a little mouse and a computer. This lets you know that the interactive projector is talking to your computer. They're working together and you have interactivity. The other option is this pen and projector, and this means that the projector is operating free of your computer and you won't have any interactivity. This means you touch the board and nothing will happen. The last thing we're going to touch on is the Listen Point sound system. This is really easy to get up and running. You've got your control panel, which is installed right next to your wall port. You have a sound system microphone and a charging dock. Make sure you get that plugged in. And you have an audio cable. The Listen Point microphone has several features. Go ahead and take some time later to check out all of them. It comes with a neat card in the box that was delivered with it that I suggest keeping handy and goes over all this information. But pretty much this button up top is called the soft button, and it just mutes the microphone for a very brief period of time if you needed to say something privately to a student quickly or at the door with another teacher. You also have a volume up and volume down button. You can mute the microphone for a longer period of time by using the center button. And to turn off the microphone, you can hold this button down for 4 seconds. The microphone automatically turns on when it's removed from the charging station, so that's a good home for it. There are two ways to project sound from your computer through the audio system. The first way is to take the audio cable, plug one end into the wall port, shown here, and plug the other end directly into your computer as a pair of headphones would go. Okay, the other option is a great alternative if your audio cable is too short to reach to your computer. You can bring the microphone close to the computer and use the audio cable to connect the handheld microphone to the same port on the front of your computer. All that being said, and you should be ready to go. You should have an idea of where to start. I know it'll take some time to get used to, but I'm confident that with patience and by using our resources, we can get everyone set up and ready to go in no time at all. If you're still in need of some help, please ask a neighbor teacher. There's a lot of demand with the new projectors, and we want to provide the best service that we can. But please check with a neighbor teacher in case they spy something that maybe you overlooked in the installation process. A fresh set of eyes is always a good thing. You can also check in with your building technology coach. And once you've done that, if there's still not a solution in sight, please submit a help desk ticket with as many details as possible. The more we know, the easier it is to send the appropriate person out to help with the appropriate tools and information to solve your problem. You can also contact the help desk at extension 5589. If your building has another way of contacting the help desk, like through the building secretaries, please abide by those guidelines. Thank you so much for watching the tutorial. Good luck in getting your interactive projector set up, and happy interacting.